First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. All right, this lesson I'm going to get into how the heathens painted the images, to their own likeness. All right, so we're going to look through these Russian icons because really, most of the people in the Bible, the Israelites, like Yahushua, Moses, Solomon, David, Jacob, Abraham, they were all really dark skinned. All right. Which I've already proved time and time again, and a lot of other Akayim have too. It's common sense at this point, you know. So a lot of these images started out very dark skinned. All right. But you can see that some of them are light, like this. All right. Hey, let's look up Jesus, which his real name is Yahushua. We know that. But we're going to look up icons, Russian icons of him. Because the Bible describes him as he has burnt brass skin with white woolly hair, so he's clearly a so-called black man. But most of these he looks white, right? That one, right here, it's got a tint of brown, but see, well, he's got like medium browny. It's like brown skin, but a lot of these, for the most part, are painted lighter, right? What about this? See, because they're whitewashed, all right? Because they were originally really dark pictures. See? Or hold up. There's one specific icon. Look at this, man. That's Yahushua and the disciples. So how do you start off? They paint images like this, and the images start out with them all with dark skin, but they paint over them, made them whitewashed. How do you read Revelations 13 to 15? And someone with burnt brass skin and white woolly hair, and out of all that and all those icons you saw before they were whitewashed, and yet you get this. Where the hell does this come from, man? Huh? Well, I can tell you where this comes from. This is Cesare Borgia, man. Right? Which goes back even further to Serapis Christus. All right. Serapis Christus or Serapis Jesus. It's the real name of the Messiah is Yahushua, man. Yahweh and Yahushua. So now let's look up his real name. This is more what he looks like according to the Bible, man. Alright? He's got white woolly hair, burnt brass skin. He's got red eyes from drinking wine. Alright? Look at this, man. All right, so let's read about the scriptures, because I know a couple off the top that go into it. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So right there we know that it's given to the Edomites, because the Edomites are quoted as a wicked, and I've went over that, which are so-called white people, other than confusion of faces among them. So if they were cursed with leprosy from Cain, because reincarnation is in the Bible and the scriptures. So obviously they'd want to paint the images. Since they're in rulership, they'd want to paint the greatest man in the flesh to walk the earth as a so-called white man. And they want to paint all the prophets and all the most important people throughout history. They'd want to whitewash history and make it seem like they were the ones on top all the time because they're in rulership. That makes perfect sense, man. All right, and they used that false image of the Messiah that they created that was completely not even close to how the Bible describes him. All right, so-called Jesus, as they call him, real name Yahushua. I just showed you what his depiction looks like. They used that false image throughout slavery to keep the Israelites under their feet, man. And today you still see that. All right, but he covered the faces of the judges thereof. So he covered the faces. He's covering over the images and he's painting them to look like him or them. And then it says, if not, so if it's not them, where and who is he? So who's the wicked then if it's not them? So it's basically common sense who the wicked is. Right, and I got one more scripture. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3, which is in the Apocrypha, which was taken out of the Old Testament. Verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right? They're all dark-skinned people, man. Okay? So, let's see Yahushua. That's his real name, which means he delivers. And along with the other prophets, man. Let me get another one here. King Solomon. I'm pretty sure King Solomon was actually left alone. Like, some of his images are still... See? It's darker. But then they have whitewashed images as well, if you go down. See, there's King David. Clearly a so-called Negro. That's Solomon. David again. He's even darker in some pictures, man. Yeah, Solomon. David. See, and then look at this. What is this? That's clearly a whitewash, man. Or this. Look at this, man. Nah, man. Those are whitewashed images. These are original. Here's, I think that's Apostle Paul. Yep. See, and here's a picture of him changing the faces from dark skin to light. All right, so you heathens are finished. In fact, I'm going to use this image. All right. So I think you get the point, just the devil being the devil, man. That's what that is, the wicked. But with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom.